Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I've posted a video. It's just been really rainy, and by the time I get home and get off work and get home, everything's too dark. And the weekends have been all rainy, and that's why. Anyway, let me go ahead and show you what we got going on in the gardens. Right now we are at the community garden plot. Everything is growing bonkers because we get the full sun here. We harvested some lettuce yesterday, or the day before. We pulled out a few plants that had gone to seed, lettuce anyway. But let me go and show you what's going on. Alright, so something's been digging these up, and so some of these have been growing okay. The cilantro is doing fantastic. I'm going to have to top these off. I knew that they were going to settle anyway. But he's over here checking out the cilantro. He says it tastes like soap. We got the cabbage. We got the new round of peas coming up. Looking pretty good. We pulled out the final ones that we had planted here before. We pulled them out the other day, threw them over in the compost bin. I think that one right there in the middle is the elephant garlic. It's looking pretty good. It's getting pretty decent amount of sun, so it should be good. These are Brussels sprouts, and I thought the ones over there were also cabbages, red cabbages. No, they're also Brussels sprouts. Let me see. They are doing their thing, so we shall see. I think this is Swiss chard of some kind. Again, something dug these up. These have been the same, and then this is actually arugula. Alright, in the middle we got the kale doing its thing, we got the lettuce, we've got the fava beans going insane, and we have the collards over here. We have some Kate's, my neighbor's fennel over here, and it's looking pretty good as well. Everything here is growing really well, and all that rain has been very good. So now we're going to head over to the home garden, and I'll shoot a video from there. Alright, I couldn't leave without showing you guys the giving garden. We're pretty much, I think, done for it, or close to being done for the season with it. We do have some stragglers, some cabbages. This is another round of cabbage that went in. I can't remember what this one is. I think it's an Asian green. It was harvested back quite a bit. Some of them was actually taken out because they went to flower, like the ones back there. But I think we're pretty much ready to get the stuff going, get it out, and then that way we can get the spring stuff planted in here. Lettuce, pepper, not lettuce. Tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, maybe some squash. Although last year, this being, the first season here, we threw in, the director at the time, Joe, he put in a ton of squash and zucchinis, and I think even put melons in here. Different varieties of squash. So that we could get something growing in it, and because squash, isn't a very long season crop, and it starts really quickly, then it was easier. For the winter garden, for the fall winter garden here, we went all out, and so it did phenomenally well. And so now we're excited for the new season here for this portion of it. And so it's been going really well. Today's my watering day, today Monday. But with all the rains we've had, the soil is still pretty wet. I was advised to just basically go through and weed whatever was there. I went ahead and pulled out a bunch of weeds, some here, and I think they're gonna go back to watering Tuesday through Thursday, or Tuesday through Friday, this week anyway, and then that way they can go ahead and get started back up on the same schedule next week. I think we're supposed to be here this Saturday for the community work day to help weed the pathways. There's a hula hoe over there, and so we're gonna go through and get all the weeds that are growing in the decomposed granite walkway and whatnot. There's a ton over there of weeds and stuff. Anyway, so we're gonna do that. or at least there will be people here doing that. But I will be probably at one of the other gardens. I haven't shown you guys all the plants that I've got growing this year. For that, Long Beach Organic has a plant sale that I'm a part of. I'm helping. That's how I'm doing my community hours for the community plot, is by helping them start up a bunch of plants. They gave me the seeds, they provided the soil. I in turn put them into 6 packs from the Epic Gardening store, and so I've got tons of stuff. And so when I go home here in a bit, I'm going to show you those, and those will be potted up hopefully this weekend if we can get the schedules to work right. Hopefully this weekend at one of the other community gardens, and then that way we can get those growing and get those transplanted rather, and then that way I can get them out of my house, and then I'm going to hopefully start the next batch of seeds. My seeds, my tomatoes, I've got some of the stuff I'm growing for, to help somebody else out, and so I'm going to get those growing. But for now, let's go. Alright, so now we're at the home garden, but let me show you these real quick. So these are the plants I started for the Long Beach Organic plant sale. They're all doing really well. Totally, that's not buttercream tomatoes. It's a bunch of stuff in there, and then some peppers mixed in. These guys have been out here, I don't know, 6-7 hours. Been pretty mild, and so that's why that's only why I've left them out here as far as weather. So they are getting full sun, but I think the high today was like high 60s, I think. They should be fine. I'll take them in at night though, because I don't want them to be out here overnight. My papaya tree has got what appears to be powdery mildew because of all the rains we've been having lately. So I'm going to leave it alone. I don't think there's any more rain in the forecast, at least for now. I took down all the leaves on the bottom just because they were getting the powdery mildew, and then some of the ones down here still have it. I hadn't gotten all the way down there by the time I looked at it. Anyway, so the garlic is doing well. All this right here. This one is starting to come back. The garlic here is doing really well. The deciduous tree, so it lost all its leaves. We have some calendula. We have some carrots we've kind of been picking at them here and there, especially that patch there. The fava beans here are not doing as well as the ones with the community garden plant, just because the sun really only gets to maybe that second row of bricks here. And so the beds themselves don't get full sun in the winter. It comes in from over there, and it goes, actually no, rises in the east, sets in the west, but it doesn't go up as high. But south is this way, and so the house blocks most of the sun. That's why the sun only goes on 3 rows from where it's at now. Anyway, I didn't put anything in here. Garlic. We got some onions. I don't know if this is parsley or cilantro. That's parsley. I did accidentally pull out a parsley plant yesterday at one of the other beds. I thought it was a carrot. It was in between all the carrots, and so I just pulled the whole thing and realized it was parsley. Anyway. This pea is running all over the ground. You are not a ground plant. There we go. So those are the beets. Kale. We've got grass in there that I gotta go pick out every now and then. Just because I do throw grass clippings into the compost bin. I don't know if that's complete yet. We do have some onions. This is for chard, kale, kohlrabi. Everything back here has been growing really slowly just because of that sun issue. I probably should feed this one again. I fed it, I don't know, probably a couple months ago before all the rain. It's looking really good. It's growing really well. I don't think it's really enjoying all the rain to a certain degree, to a certain point. My wax jambu or wax apple has not died on me, but it is also not liking this weather. So we have a fennel. It's gotten pretty big. We have some peas on this one, I think. I don't know if it's actually already, I don't know if it's already set fruit. It has blossom, or it is blossoming now. I just don't know how much fruit we're going to get or if we gotten any out of it. This one we did get some fruit off of it. The kids were in here picking it a few days ago. These are all sugar magnolia peas. We have more carrots in the back. Fava beans, garlic. The crocus, the saffron crocus, I've left alone. Volunteer tomato. We've been slowly picking out the shallots. So we've harvested about half the bed, basically from here that way, all the way around. We had some in lunch yesterday, our food. Yesterday or before yesterday. Cabbages are looking okay, but again, the stuff isn't really growing just because it's not getting the full sun. The fava beans looking okay. Banana tree. This banana tree, I cut off a couple leaves, 2 or 3 leaves, just because they were turning yellow and they were getting raggedy. Put them into the compost bin. This is insane. A lot of it looks like topsoil, just a bunch of Asian greens. I kind of just threw it in here because I have a little bit of space, a little pocket. So the blueberries, 1, 2, and 3, they start blooming and producing from this way to that way. I think the earliest this produces is March or April. And so that way I don't get all my blueberries all at once, because that would be a lot of freaking blueberries. I think something's been digging in here and it's been moving stuff around, so I might do some heavy mulching here. But again, I don't think it's done a whole lot just because of all the rain. And I honestly don't know how much sun it gets back here. So, again, because we're in the winter. Anyway, that's really going to be it. I do need to do something with that before I start getting mosquitoes. We have one pop on here, and I think we have another one coming up, maybe here. Yep, that's really going to be it. Not a ton of stuff going on, but I haven't been on here in a minute, so I wanted to give you guys an update of what's going on. I'm going to go ahead and start more seeds. I guess that's really going to be it. I'm going to, like I was about to say, I'm going to go and start more seeds for some other stuff and then for myself. I just wanted to get those done and out of the way. I do have the space to grow them indoors on heat mats for now. I can do 4 trays at a time as those start popping up and being ready, and move them to the garage where I have the light set up. If you haven't seen that, I'll go ahead and link a video, probably of the one I did last year, because it's really the same thing. The only difference is this year I'm using less peat pellets. I'm still have some of them left, so I want to use those up. But I've been using, for this first round, for the mature organic plants, I went ahead and used the soil they provided. And then I also went ahead and used the 6-packs from Epic Gardening. And everything was popping up. The tomatoes were popping up, I think, within like a week or less. The peppers and the eggplants really surprised me. They did provide the seed as well. So it is fresh seed, so I think that's part of the reason they popped up so quickly. But I'm going to use some of my older seed to see how quickly those pop up in those 6-packs, but I think they'll do the same. Because I started some peat pellets for my own peppers. I did, I think, like 10 or 12 varieties of peppers. All sweet except for like the shishitos and jalapenos for myself. Because we don't want to go through the same thing we did last year. Although I have 3 sisters. One of them, they all claim different things. One of them said all her peppers are hot. The other one said some were hot, some were not, and then the other one said that none of them were spicy at all, and it was all the same damn peppers. So I don't know what it was. I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna be it for now. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up, and go ahead and hit the bell notification for when a new video comes up. I'm going to try and do these more often. I will go ahead and probably start more seeds today. If not today, then probably this weekend. That way I can get those going. Since these are probably going to be gone this weekend, but these guys are going to go back into the garage tonight. Anyways, I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.